Okay, so question.
Cool. Would you like me to ask this question?
All right,
I would like to ask this question.
So you're warmed up now, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So, someone was asking us, if we were to start again in the business, what would we do differently?
What would I do differently? I think one thing I definitely would have done.
I'm so sorry, I am listening, but as you know, we're dealing with...
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. So...
Yeah, sorry. Go.
Yeah, sorry. One thing I do differently, obviously we paid for training, investing in ourselves for training. One thing I would have done differently is that both of us didn't need to be on that first training.
No. Okay, let me hear you out.
Yeah, both of us didn't need to be on that first training. Because we would learn, the only thing that was different or that we would have benefited from was the networking. I think we paid twice the amount for the same course and the same things we were learning from. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We benefited from the networking events and stuff like that. But apart from that, which you probably still could have come to, I think it's just paid. But I would have rather paid extra for you to come to those. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
I also think that I would have set up a way to budget and actually understand what money is going exactly where, rather than like freestyling. Because I think freestyling it eats up a lot of your profit. You don't realize. Yeah, freestyling eats up a lot of your profit. Also, thinking too much about when it comes to the staging side of things. If I was doing SA again, I think that we thought too much about it. And because of that, we probably wasted a bit of time when we were setting up some of our first ones, and money as well. And I also wish that we kind of went with our first initial plans to set up, because now we set up, but not in the way that we initially wanted. Yes, it was doing well, but it could have been doing better if we had set up like maximize the occupancy and things like that, just streamlined it. But again, that's obviously, it's great to see in hindsight. Yeah.
I feel like similar, but not the same. First of all, I would have started my own cleaning team. That sounds very petty, but I'm tired of these cleaners. I'm so tired of these cleaners. So in hindsight, I would have either found set up real formal interviews for cleaners.
Yeah.
Or I would have just set up my own cleaning team.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two, I actually think going on the training together was the best thing, because I don't think you could have taught me the way I like to learn, and I don't think I could have taught you the way you like to learn.
True.
And I think the things that we pay attention to are both very different. I guess, I feel like the training would have been great because was fine how it is, because I don't think we could have taught each other the way we wanted to be taught. But also, I feel like the interest in parts of the property world would not have been known to us if we both didn't do the training. So you're interested in some particular parts and really good at particular parts, and I'm interested in particular parts and really good at particular parts because we did the training. I think if you had to explain it to me, I would have been behind, and I don't think we would have gone at the speed that we have gone at, because I would have been catching up.
True.
So that part I don't necessarily agree with, but I can understand where you're coming from with it.
And through that, we probably would have broken down in communication and frustration.
Yeah.
So that's a good point.
So I think that also I would have not gone straight into rent service accommodation. I would have paired with somebody else and gone straight into BRR.
You would have gone straight into BRR?
Do you know how much we thought we had X amount in savings? Mate, by the time we were done...
Yeah.
By the time we were done across 3 properties, we were investors for somebody else's. Did we know we had that money at the start? We did
No,
not know.
of course
But
not,
like
of course
people
not.
say, when it comes down to crunch time and you realise you've got to do something, all of a sudden you're able to make it happen.
Yeah, but in hindsight, is it easy because you understand BRR not just from training, but from actually going on viewings and being close to dealing with it and doing your own mini refurbs on other projects? Is that why it's easy for you to say you would have gone straight into BRR? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like
a developer is easy for a developer to say, yeah, I would have gone straight into.
No, I feel like one of the strategies is BRR. Do you know what I mean? The easiest strategies that people talk about, they say deal sourcing, rent to rent, and BRR. They're all like the top 3 that people say to get started in.
Yeah.
Right? So the reason I say that is because when we first got started, when we were being trained, we were told so much BS about getting started and how much we were. Listen, I don't think people understand how gassed I was. I thought I was going to be a millionaire by the end. We started in November. I thought I was going to be a millionaire by my birthday, fam. I'd planned to go on a yacht and be like, yep, I've made it.
Yeah.
That's 4 months apart because of how they expressed it to us. They were like, yeah, you guys, you got this amount, you'll be fine. You're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to do that, and you're going to be done.
Yeah, that's calm. Just get a block deal of 9.
Yeah, literally.
A block deal of 9, yeah.
And then you're sorted. You're going to be raking in this amount.
I'm actually fuming, you know, because I'm actually just thinking about it. And as a mentor,
That was terrible
for
advice.
you to dish that advice
Terrible
out.
advice.
In fact, we should go back and sue you.
Yeah.
It was that bad. It was that bad.
It's actually so true. I agree.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I
I'm
do
actually
agree.
just thinking
It was
about
so
it. Got
bad.
us gas to calling up someone asking about a block deal.
Yeah,
A
literally.
block deal
We
in
were
Felton.
idiots. Well, honestly, we were actually, it was such...
This guy didn't call me back, and rightly so.
I'm so happy he didn't, because imagine we actually took... That deal was in a terrible place as well.
There's no way
we were out looking for block... We didn't even know what a block deal really was. We just knew it was like a block.
We couldn't even handle one.
We didn't even have to
going with 9?
calculate it. We didn't know anything.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I feel like that's why I say I would go into BRR, because I feel like the energy that they told us to put into rent to rent could have been put in elsewhere. And again, had we had got the right advice about BRRs, it wouldn't have been easy to get into. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Yeah.
But the money would have been best served there first. I feel like when you spend rent to rent money, you're chasing it back.
But
you
then, having said that
back.
though, because if you're doing the BRR, you don't get that. That's not fast money.
But
That's
you're not
slow
chasing
money.
it. But you're not chasing it.
But that's slow money though.
But you're not chasing it.
But the thing is, how are you going to go and look for these properties? You need time to look for these properties.
Listen,
you know how our situation was when we was
missing
working.
it.
When we was
I'm
working.
not saying it's any easier. That's not
Yeah.
what I'm saying at all. I'm saying the strategy the rent to rent strategy, what people don't really recognize is it's the startup strategy. It's not something you're supposed to be running for years on end, just as a rent to rent.
I get what you mean.
Rent to rent.
Yeah.
Not buy to SA, rent to rent. You're
But
not
even
that
rent
for
to
years.
rent, I get.
You're not
I get.
supposed
Yeah,
to be.
rent to rent kind of sets you up
to create your own capital
and also transferable skills so that you can manage other people's properties or
manager. Yes, whole transferable skills. Yeah,
no, do other things. Do you know what I mean? But
Exactly.
the base model of rent to rent again. You don't want to be in this business for 10 years and still be on rent to rent.
You don't. You honestly
Or rent
don't.
to SA, like,
you don't. And I think we could have bypassed that. That's just my opinion, though. I think we could have bypassed it. We're very creative thinkers.
Yeah, but do you also feel like it's because, again, we were taught, the way that we were taught, the material was okay. It done what it needed to do. But would you say it was the best type of training? When you think about the stuff like, when we think about what we...
training?
Yeah. When you think about the type of information that we want to put in our training,
Yeah.
it's not like that.
No, but...
Do you know what I mean? And these people weren't really actively doing...
That's what I'm saying. So I
to
feel
rent.
like that's exactly my point. It's like we were taking advice of people who weren't actively doing rent to rent. They were doing buy to service accommodation, which having your own property, we now know what that looks like. And it's a massive difference.
Yeah.
Like, it's so different. The panic is even less.
Yeah.
Do we really...
Yeah.
We don't really panic about... I was going to give the road then, but you told me not to name drop. So... Do you know what I mean? So that personally, if I could do it again, I'd go straight into BRR. If I couldn't go straight into BRR with rent to rent, I probably would have just gone into property management and stacked and stacked and stacked. I would have chosen a strategy that either allowed me to stack, or if I was spending money, I own the asset.
Yeah.
That's the only 2 ways I would have done it. I'm grateful for rent to rent. I think I've learned so much, and I love the fact that we're able to give back because we've learned so much.
Yeah.
And the transition from us last year, or even at the beginning in January to now, is 2 different sets of people. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I am grateful for it. But again, in hindsight, had I been given all the information and not just given information based on people trying to make money through mentoring, I think I would have gone into BRR now that I know the money we started up with.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because we didn't know we had that money until we had to grind.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
100%, 100%.
But that's just my thoughts.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again,
you said something. Hold on. What is this?
This is service accommodation life, where you're getting messages as you're doing other things. Don't worry.
It's just this is why you can't be too nice in business, man, because sometimes when people are doing terrible jobs, they just need to be, you need to let them go, let go of the sentiment and just let them go, because but even on that note, just a little catch up of how things have been. So we haven't, I think last time recorded was April.
I think so, or if it was May, it was
or early May. And
it was even May, you know.
Yeah. There's been a lot going on. We've still been moving forward, but we did hit a couple setbacks. Once again, cleaners.
I'm tired. I'm so tired of them.
Cleaners are just the bane of our lives.
I'm honestly so tired.
I don't know I really don't know what it is. Like,
No, we know what it is. It's poor
but
customer service, and it's the fact that it's not their money going into it. They get paid. You see, with something else, like when you have a service, right, there's usually a condition for you to get paid. For example, if you invite a plumber, not invite a plumber, but if you ask... invite a plumber around. If you ask a plumber to come around and fix something, they have to have done the job before they get paid, or it's 50% upfront and then 50% da-da-da.
Yeah.
With a cleaning service, yes, they're doing the job, but the impact of the job is not seen. For example, with a plumber, like I said, if they come and fix your toilet, you are pressing the flusher to make sure whatever it is, to make sure it's working.
Yeah.
You've now seen that thing works.
Yeah.
With cleaners, you don't have the opportunity to see if the clean works. So as soon as a guest comes, that's when you're testing whether the clean was a good clean. And by that time, they've been paid. They've done the job and they're expecting the payment.
Yeah.
So
and then it's too late, because then they're asking for payment to rectify their mistake.
Yeah. So then you send them out to go and rectify the issue, and then they'll add that to the invoice.
And it's like,
but
no.
You need to scribble that out. You need to erase it, because you were the problem and you continue to be the issue. You just don't want to acknowledge that you're the issue.
Yeah.
So I think cleaners for me, that's that could get me down for the whole week. Cleaners, because I just think the customer service, okay, I won't name the shop because you'll tell me off.
Please.
But there's a food place that we went to, and this was years ago. This was before COVID, and they were just so disrespectful. First of all, why am I ordering and it's taking you 2 hours to deliver? Then when I call you, you've got an attitude. You just know straight away this is a Caribbean shop. I'm just going to say it. I'm so sorry. You just know straight, you've got an attitude with me. I will never spend money in your shop again, because I am the customer. I'm giving you money for your service to continue to run.
I'll say that's a bad example though. Because,
not a bad example.
No, because when you go to Caribbean food shop,
No, but this is this is a whole chain.
She called, but I'll call her back in a sec though. The more stink the attitude is, the better the food slaps.
No, I don't. I'm not gonna listen. I'm not. Anyway, I just think.
But I get what you mean. Take that out of the equation.
I'm not gonna be. I'm not that person. I feel I'm so big on please and thank yous. I'm so big on good and positive vibes when you're dealing with someone. I would never say to a guest, "Well, you're the issue."
Yeah.
I don't care how wrong they are. Remember that guy who called us and was like, he booked a 2-bedroom, which has massive beds in there for his one self. And then he was like, oh, I don't even, it was just so, the things that he was picking out was just so silly.
He was like, well, there's a double bed. Your thing says there's a king bed, but there's a double bed and 2 singles. Where's the king?
And
we was like,
the 2 singles convert into a king size.
A king, but you didn't ask for that.
And you're also by yourself.
We left it like that because you're by yourself.
Yeah, I was like, would you like the clean? And even our thoughts, he was saying silly things like just the dumbest things that he couldn't even back up when you were questioning him. And so I was like, even though we were thinking that, we were laughing about it, that's not how I responded. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm really sorry that you feel that this has happened.
Yeah.
What can we do to rectify it? I'd love to send the cleaner over and rectify these issues for you.
Yeah.
Would it be possible for them to attend early tomorrow morning? Would you like this tonight? And I actually called him at 11 something when he had raised the issues. So it's like, even if I don't agree, I'm very much so of the mindset that the customer is always right as long as they don't start effing and blinding and become disrespectful.
Yeah.
You can have your opinions. My standards are not always going to be your standards, and your standards are not going to be my standards. I can think that the place is impeccable and so tidy, and you could come and be an absolute clean freak and be like, there's dust. Do you know what I mean? In a hidden place. But that's your experience of it. So I have to correct that experience in order to get good reviews.
Yeah.
But cleaners don't care about that.
But
cleaners don't care about, because there's no one to review them.
Exactly.
Who's reviewing them?
Because
Who is
what I
reviewing
think
them?
we should do is, again, cleaners, obviously they get their business through word of mouth and obviously reviews if they're set up online, right? But those are the majority of those are for like domestic cleans or commercial cleans or some sort of cleans, but it's not Airbnb or it's not service accommodation.
Yeah.
Right. So what I think we should start doing, because I've noticed that they don't really care. If they do a bad job, us as hosts are the ones who get the reviews. They get the bad reviews. We got a 4-star the other day, and people might not think a 4-star is a big issue.
But we're used to getting 5 stars.
We're used to getting 5 stars, and the difference was because the cleaner did not do their job.
Yeah,
if they had done what they were supposed to do,
and we paid them extra to clean the bloody stains.
Exactly, and they didn't.
So if you're saying you're going to be able to do that, this is what I'm saying. I feel like people are just saying they can do stuff. Not everyone can do things.
Yeah, but then
sorry, this is exactly what's.
Okay, no, that's fine. That means that they're decent people.
Yeah. Well, no, not even that. It means that we're working hard to improve it. So sorry, what's going on right now is that we've had a message from a group who have booked a large booking. They spent quite a bit of money. They spent £800 for a few nights.
A few nights, yeah.
And it's a big group of them. They've got into the place. Mind you, this property we spent so much money on that we even added money. Our joint venture partner was the one raising the finance for us, but we even added money to just make this absolutely impeccable. And obviously it's going through because of the types of bookings that we're having.
Yeah.
But we spent so much money on making sure there was loads of plates and cutlery, pots, pans, lots of bedding.
Yeah.
And this person who booked with us has now come back and said there's no towels, or there's limited towels, not enough for 9 people. There's no pots and pans, which is literally basics. There's no plates. And it's like, how dare we run a service accommodation like that when we know that's not our standard? And it's like, we won't know that because we can't be there at every clean. This property's in Reading and we live in London.
And
so it's
London. But but the thing is, we're not naive to think like, listen, how many of us have been to a hotel and taken a cheeky towel?
I'm not saying, but
or
I'm not
anything, or like, do you know what I mean? Like, or things break, and you might dash
Your job is to report it.
But this is the issue because when cleaners are going there, there are eyes and ears on the ground. So if you're going there, I'm not saying that if there's one plate missing, you're supposed to know, because I understand sometimes you're so busy doing cleans that there's 100 things going through your mind, right?
They are the safer neighborhood of the police department.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that you can't do much, but you need to at least report the issues that are going on. So
exactly.
that the people who need to do
this is what I'm saying.
Do it.
If there's 5 plates and this property can sleep up to 12.
Yeah.
So imagine we've got at least 2 plates to 1 person.
Yeah.
So if you can imagine how many plates there are.
Why is
there 5? And you haven't said anything.
Where are the pots?
Are you taking them?
Who has been taken? And the thing is, that means you're not allowing us to charge people when things are missing.
Exactly.
Because now we have to dip into the pocket of this booking to go and get the stuff that's missing, which shouldn't have to be the case. Listen, things accidentally break. I've broken glasses at Airbnbs. I've accidentally taken a towel or 2. These things happen. I understand. And that's not why we charge people, but we charge people when it becomes an inconvenience for the next guest.
Yeah.
For example, if you're doing up stupidity because you've booked it to have a party and you've ended up damaging, or you've not even like a party, but you've booked a large group of you guys and you guys have been leaving the lights on and doing all of this stuff, and then that's impacted something like I don't know, the electricity has gone out because you guys have like been putting in like 7 I don't know, charging everything. That's a really bad example, but you get what I mean. If you're using things incorrectly and it impacts the next guest, we have to charge you because we have to do an emergency call out. If you break a glass or 2, if you even break 3 plates, that's not an issue.
Yeah.
Because I can understand
especially
how that can happen.
Especially if you tell us as well.
Because we're prepared. But what annoys me is that the cleaners don't realise how much power they have within service accommodation. They are the power team. It's not a quarter power team for no reason. You are the team.
But this is, again, going back to it, I feel like, again, when you look at the world of business, the best businesses are the ones who adapt to the changes, right? So going back, you're looking at all these businesses had people coming into office. When COVID hit, the ones that survived were the ones that adapted, had people working from home, offering different types of services to the needs of the different types of needs that people needed. Now, obviously, there's a rise in service accommodation. A lot of people are or these domestic cleaners are like, yeah, I do Airbnb now. Yeah, I do Airbnb. And they think that, yes, they do Airbnb just because they tidy up. No, because they tidy up the place a little bit different.
Yeah.
And it's more than that. You need to understand.
Yeah, definitely.
That, and fair enough if you don't fully understand the needs of Airbnb.
But you must do. Do you not travel?
No, but this... No,
you ain't been to nowhere?
Some people don't understand. I'll have to be honest. But what I'm saying is, these cleaning companies... And not even just cleaning companies. When you look at all, like handy people, when you look at like gardeners, when you look at all these different types of people, if you was able to tap into the mind of a host, the mind of a guest, and everything in between, you would be able to position yourself so well to scale your business, to understand that, okay, sometimes you might need an emergency call out. If I employ someone who can be on call for emergency call-outs during the week, you would make so much more money. We don't mind paying for a service if we know it's top quality. What we have an issue with is when we pay and that service is not top drawer. Like again, why are we paying for a clean or extra for a clean and the place is still not clean?
And
it doesn't make sense.
Even the permits, like I'm so shocked that we had 3 permits. And now there's 1. And we don't know who... because we had somebody in there long term. We had someone in there for like 3 months. Yeah. We don't know if they took it or the next guest who literally checked in straight after they checked out took it. We don't know who took it because, again, it was unreported. So it's like, for me, if you're going to be charging... I actually think cleaners could charge more if they're really effective. I'm not just saying this. I would happily pay £40 an hour for a cleaner if I knew if they covered everything and I never had to be down there. No. I wouldn't flinch paying that because it's worth my money and it's worth my time. Yeah. But the fact that you want to be charging up £25 an hour or £22 an hour,
you do linen hire, but then in the same breath saying no, but we need more towels.
What's your hire then?
What's linen? What comes under linen, please? Let me know. And then you're saying that we need a mattress topper. Okay. You do linen.
Linen it then. Do you know what I mean? Literally linen it. That's what
tiring. That's what my issue is. That's what my issue is because it's like
the attitude.
Yeah,
the attitude that comes with when you raise it.
And because they're stressed because they've taken on too many properties. And their standards of...
Do you know how many people we've taken on and shared details with and their business has boomed within 2 weeks? Yeah. And that's not ego. That's not me being like, look, if you chill with us, this is what happens. No, we want everyone to succeed. We are always shouting people out on Instagram, making sure that people are known, making sure if people have done a job for us that they're recognised for the job that they're doing. I'm not doing that no more. Yeah. So,
do you know what? We've got a group chat for our area and someone asked, does anyone have like a good cleaner in the area that they can share? And
we had just
no one had said anything. But and then someone came in and was like, "Oh, sorry, no, we don't have one. Maybe you can try X, Y, and Z," which was another option. And then that person said, "Oh, our cleaners just keep letting us down." And then this same person that recommended the other cleaner was like, "Yeah, our cleaner never lets us down." So I was thinking, okay, so you got a cleaner and they asked for a cleaner, but you didn't want to give them your cleaner.
Yeah.
And I said,
I know, I saw that as well.
And I said,
and I get it.
I hear it.
I think before
don't share your cleaner.
Yeah, I think I used to be of the view like it's really selfish to not help people. But like now I'm understanding, especially if you've worked hard to get to where you are and you've worked hard to get a system, because it's so hard to get a system in place with service accommodation. It's so hard to rely and depend on people and also let go of something you've invested so much money on and hand that over to somebody quite blindly, to be honest, because they can tell you they can clean. They can tell you that they have done cleaning for so many people and show you pictures, but pictures don't show you dust.
Yeah.
Pictures don't show you a crack that they've missed.
They don't show you how you responded they don't show you how you responded to criticism or anything that you did wrong.
So it's
because
really
what we're
difficult.
Noticing is that when they are being told anything, even if it's constructive or just a way of doing it, a better way of doing it. Not even come from us. We will say, the guest said. If we call the cleaner... They get upset.
And we were like, the guest said there were limited towels. There's no way that could have happened. That's not on my watch. On your watch,
on your watch.
On your watch.
Your watch.
So if you're saying that's not the case, we need to get glasses because it was on your watch. You need to be aware it was on your watch.
You need
Maybe
to put
you
some
weren't
batteries
watching.
in your watch because it was Bernard's watch.
Listen,
I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah.
So it's just I'm kind of just I feel like it's discouraging at the moment because it's like you've worked so hard to build a system and the one team that's really critical for your business keeps letting you down. And right now I've got serious trust issues with cleaners. Like I don't believe in them. I don't trust them. No team to me has been an A-star team. I'm just going to say that. We had a team that was just 10-10. We had two teams that were 10 out of 10. One got same story. They got busy.
Yeah.
Their businesses started getting promoted. We started putting their stuff everywhere.
You're talking about down south, coast.
Yeah. One, and then the recent ones who went.
Yeah.
Them two. The ones down south. They were phenomenal at the start. Got busy. Mate,
and the thing is,
barely get in.
And not when we say they're phenomenal, it's not to say that they didn't make mistakes.
Yeah, they made mistakes, but their correction was so good.
They didn't mind it.
They were like, no, cool, we'll be there.
How about you do it this way next time? Yep,
cool,
no
got
worries.
that covered. Now you raise something, it's like, God forbid you say the guest said something.
Ooh,
gosh, it's like you insulted their mum and dad.
I don't know.
Like, honestly, it's so, it's just, I don't know. I'm just over it. And if anybody has a solution for cleaners, literally, at this point, I will take anything that makes life easy. Yeah. Because right now, it is the bane of life. Like, it's causing a lot of issues. Like, now, we could possibly have to go down to, that area because it's not been done properly.
You can name drop areas. So I'm just talking about people.
I'm scarred now because you keep...
Like, I'm just saying, you could name drop areas. You're dropping people, next one, date of birth.
If I had it, I would.
National insurance and all that.
Yeah, if I had it, I would. But yeah, I feel like, now we're going to have to go down there because it's not been done properly. And like the amount of questions we've just got from one property. And no, let me not.
What's that?
No, because it would just give it away. But it's just, I'm tired. I really wish that we could find, and I'm still hopeful. I've just got huge trust issues. But I'm really hoping to find cleaners who, before I even get to that thought, a lot of cleaners also give me the narrative of, we've got service accommodation ourselves, we understand. What do you of course you understand. I know you understand because you're more than happy to clean your property spick and span and not leave any crumbs because you know how you want it and you depend on getting that money. That property is what you need to make the money for your own home. So you have that urge to make sure it takes place and everything works out. But you don't have that same urge for my house.
Do you know which ones we've even left out? The local ones.
Yeah, that's what who I'm talking about right now.
Cool.
You don't have the urge.
That one there, yeah.
And it's like we have cleaners who will just turn up.
We've got check-in at 3.
And you're turning up at 3. Why have you turned up at 3 to clean? The people then checked out at 10 o'clock.
But from 11 p.m. from 11 a.m. you've been saying that you're on your way.
They must have been France,
sense, please, because
even someone in Amsterdam would be able to get there quicker than them. Honestly, I'm so tired of it every time, and we are not exaggerating. I promise you that. Like, they will literally be telling us from 11 o'clock. Like, our VA would be like checking on them and saying, "Are you on your way?" They'll be like, "Yeah, we're on our way. 2 cleaners are there now. They're just stuck in traffic." Them cleaners will be stuck in traffic till 3 o'clock, and then they will even have the audacity when you ask them how long will it take. They'll say 30 minutes. When you see them on the Ring doorbell, they'll be leaving at 5:30 and don't want to say a thing. There'll be times where, because obviously Ring doorbell does miss situations. We had a situation with one of the cleaners where they said that they were done and didn't tell us the time that they were finished. And then we got a review back from a guest saying that they had entered the property, and when they got there, the cleaners were still cleaning.
And were told to wait.
They were told to wait outside. When I tell you, we had no clue about this information because obviously the Ring doorbell didn't pick it up. The Ring doorbell picked up them going into the property and them leaving. Obviously, we can't see the interaction inside of the house. So we had thought the cleaners had gone, and when the cleaners had actually left, it didn't pick it up on the camera.
And then when they sent through I say not before and after, the after pics,
they didn't say a thing.
Why can we see that it was taken at nighttime?
The picture
was taken at nighttime.
But it was like but winter though, innit? So that's why we didn't suspect anything. It was like,
no, but still, if you're supposed to, like, I think
it shouldn't be that dark when you're cleaning because our check-in is.
It shouldn't be, and it was springtime as well, so it actually shouldn't have been that dark. It's not like it was winter where it's dark at like almost 3 o'clock. It's just ridiculous. If anyone has a solution, I'm begging. Like, I don't think it's something we can take any more of because
it's going to affect, it affects the business.
And we've heard so many different, suggestions from people, and it's like, obviously, no, like it's good suggestions, but it's like we've been through them.
We've done it. Don't tell me to do another manual, please.
Yeah, it's not manuals. It's now down to
literally trusting the team.
And it got to the point where, again, one of our last cleaners said that almost like basically we were too demanding, and it made us question ourselves as to, are we actually doing too much? Are we? Am I the drama?
Literally. That's what is making us.
Are we doing too much? And then we had to think, no, you know what? No,
it's literally basic stuff.
It's literally basic stuff.
It's literally why is there no knives and forks?
No knives and forks.
Literally, why is there no cutlery? Like,
what else was there?
Why is there not enough bedding? Why is there not enough towels? Like, it's literally the basics.
Why is it not done?
The basics. Why is it not done? Why do you not put parking permits out for the guests when you know that's something that needs to be done?
Yeah.
Why do you not charge a ring doorbell? That's part of. You've said you will do it. These are not things that we've just added on during time. We've had a conversation, and each time with every cleaner, we've told them our issues with previous cleaners. Oh no, you're never gonna have that with us. We're so not like professional. We just want you to. We've taken on over 100 clients this year, and this is what. Okay, cool. Why are we struggling now?
Yeah.
Why can anybody explain in the team? And when you have a team of 6 as well in the group chat, but none of you can answer, please don't create a group chat if you're not going to respond to my inquiries, because at this point in time, you are supposed to be at the clean and you're not there, and I'm asking you and I'm getting no response. What's the problem?
But again, it doesn't make sense, because you'll have a group of 6 on the team, but 4 of them are from the Philippines. So one, then no one's answering.
She was so cute when she was like, we'll get there soon. I said, you're not getting there anytime soon, love. You're actually not. You're really not. But she was so sweet. She was really nice.
And
she was trying to solve the problem.
They're in there to do a job, but it's like, but the ones who are actually on the ground, like, please, just let us know.
Let us know. Because the people them in the Philippines, they don't know. And like, they're going based on information that's been given by the cleaners. Which sometimes 100%. Isn't even the truth. So it's really frustrating. I don't know. I don't know a solution. I wish I could come on here and give a solution as to how we found our power team and how we've made it work, but we haven't made it work. We're struggling. We're in the ocean.
No, we definitely made it work. We are struggling. No, we're not struggling.
We are, sure.
We're not struggling. We're not struggling. Like, please. We're not struggling because we are making it work. It's just that. But
with like now we're gonna have to. What's making it work though? Because it's like time that we should be relaxing. Today,
but if we were struggling, we wouldn't be able to rectify this.
No, but I'm saying struggling with the cleaners. You're the gap. How about that? You're the gap.
We've been listening to this audiobook that was recommended, and the gap in the gain, and we're trying to. Stop using the word trying. We are changing our mindset to acknowledge the gains out of situations and not falling into the gap, which is where you're chasing the negativity, where you're trying to compare, where you're comparing yourself to other things, or you're always chasing you're always chasing happiness, but you'll never find it.
If you're chasing it.
So,
I get that, but I do think, I'm not saying we are struggling, but I'm saying with the cleaners, we are struggling.
I get you.
Like, we do need to find, like, I wish we could come with a solution, because we've tried everything. We've tried recording things, recording how we want the property, giving it to them. We've tried manuals and writing the manuals up for them.
Google Docs.
How to clean, Google Docs, information about the property so that they have that for any cleaners who are new cleaners on their team. We've created group chats. Our VA is so hands-on. She tells them about the Ring doorbell. She tells them when people are checking in. She monitors when they're doing the clean. So it's like, I don't know what else we can do from our side to help these cleaners get in line, because what they're not realizing is, if I don't have a business, neither do you.
Yeah.
And like it is with word of mouth, like you can get a business running like that because somebody has passed on your details. I think that's them. I'm going to call them in a second. It's so easy to get your business up and running through word of mouth. It's also the same way when your business isn't doing great, and people that will travel.
Do you know what I think? To hold them to account, I think what we should do is because we're reviews based as well. When we get a review,
pay them.
We put it on their review too.
Oh yeah,
that's this is true. The review that I got from for service accommodation. Yeah. Then they will fix us.
Yeah. Or they'll drop us, but either way.
No. I actually don't think even if they drop us, but I think that's the narrative that all hosts should adopt now.
Yeah, I agree. I think it should either be paid by the review or review by the review.
Yeah, I think because if we get 5-star reviews, we'll put that up there too.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean?
I literally agree. It should be like, great things that are mentioned, but also the not great things that are mentioned. But right now, I feel like that's the thing that is. Obviously, we don't like to talk negatively, so I'm going to say the
Holding us
opposite.
back?
Huh?
Holding us back?
Yeah, but it's like I want to by the next time we come here and like record again, I feel like there needs to be change.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's about being strict and us being mean, because like we're fun beings. We're not mean people. Like I feel like we're really nice. Might be deluded,
but that's the issue.
I think I think we're overly nice, and we're always worried about upsetting people, or they're like upsetting more. What's the word I'm looking for? Like making them feel bad. But yeah, I think, I don't have a solution right now, but by the next time we come back, we'll have a solution, and then we'll just go from there.
Yeah. But anyway, that's it
for
this one. I'll say that they're just putting me in a bad mood.
Yeah, we can't even end.
Yeah.
At this point, goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
We'll see you again.
See you whenever.